Let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies and the San Antonio Spurs. We had a heck of a game last night. It went down to the fourth quarter. Jaren Jackson, Cedric Coward, and Vince Williams stored in double digits for the starters. Santi Aldama came off the bench and had some good minutes. Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox led the way for the San Antonio Spurs. Who wants to take it away before I lose my mind?
Foxy.
Go on, Ox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not too much to say. I just think that matter of fact, I'm really just impressed by this team, the Spurs team. When you see without Victor Wembanyama, without Stephon Castle, without the young fella Dylan Harper, and you see everybody on this team that can just play basketball. These dudes have a lot of good basketball players, from Kelly Olynyk to Keldon Johnson, Sochan, Carter Bryant had some good defensive possessions, hit a big shot for himself as well. I mean, they just got a lot of hoopers over there. I like that team. I like what I see from them when you don't have Victor Wembanyama over there. Of course, De'Aaron Fox that third quarter, knocking down three balls, and Harrison Barnes just picking on Jaren Jackson in that fourth quarter was beautiful. So, shout out to them.
We're all good off Jaren Jackson, right? Like we're all. Like,
What do you mean we're good off of him, Miles?
We're good.
Like you out?
Yeah. We're
I've
good.
been good off
straight?
Jaren Jackson.
Hold
I've
this
been
stock.
good off him.
It's-
I've been good off him.
Yeah, Jaren's not the best. I do think that one thing that is definitely prevalent, especially now that San Antonio is missing Wemby,
Mhm.
is how much better Luke Cornett is than Zach Collins. Like when Wemby was off the
Yes.
court prior to Luke Cornett getting there, and it was Zach Collins minutes, they were just a horrendous team. They weren't good. Not saying that Luke Cornett is some world beater, but that improvement as far as the backup center position, he can definitely hold down the fort for a few games much better than a Zach Collins. Harrison Barnes has been playing phenomenal basketball for San Antonio this year. He is shooting the hell out the ball right now. And like you said, Ox, they just get contributions from everybody on this roster. And then Mr. Second Half himself, it's very frustrating, Ox, for me sometimes watching Fox and how lackluster, or let me not say lackluster, but just passive he plays in first half of games. Like he does this, I guess I'm trying to get everybody involved and move the ball and yada, yada,
Real
yada.
nonchalant, yeah.
Yeah, real nonchalant.
Well, wait a
And
minute.
you already
Real talk.
Yeah,
To be fair, I just got back in the mix. So if you could give me a second to get, to turn my jets up a little bit. I can't just stomp on the gas and just get back in the middle of it. Let me get back acclimated to what we're doing. Because if you notice the pace with him, like he'll go fast, then he'll slow it down, and then he'll go fast again. Like we're not really sure exactly what limits to go to just yet because he's still trying to get, where he is in terms of his body. That hamstring injury is real tricky, as you guys know, right? The last thing that I want to do is re-injure that thing. But that stop and pop game is still there. His ability to get by guys, it's still there. His ability to read defense is still there. We came up here and roasted him a couple of days ago. I'm sorry that I ain't better than Curry. I apologize that I'm not better than Curry. I'm sorry. But I'm better than most of you dudes. I bet you that. I'm definitely better than the majority of you guys. No question about that. I'm just not better than him. And that's okay.
that second San Antonio game really got slanted from them last few possessions. He was really having a really good game against them.
He was
like
playing
24
good.
and 10.
Yeah.
And then, he
Yeah,
plays
you know,
bad in the closing moments where usually, FYI, everybody, this is usually when he thrives in basketball games. So it's not like this is even going to be a regular occurrence. So that's why it was so dumb. Like, we saw De'Aaron Fox not do something he's historically been very good at for years now, and it's trade him.
Now he got.
But that's the thing though, real talk, because we were on playback watching that game, and those people up there, Penn in particular, who all game was just trying to find a reason to say De'Aaron Fox wasn't good, and De'Aaron Fox was doing everything he said he couldn't do, and then at the end of the game, he got that bad foul. He missed a big shot, and then he missed the game winning shot that obviously Mitch drew up for him to take, and
Yeah.
Now and that was it right there. Like, oh, see, I told you, but whatever. So
He won clutch play of the year by coasting during the first 3 quarters and then just going nuts in the fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure. But
he wasn't coasting though.
But I think just on the Jaren Jackson Jr. point is valid, Mars. I worry about it. I think starting next year, I think his new deal kicks in, which is worth I think $205 million, and just doesn't look good for him in Memphis. And I don't know if it's a buy-in thing or if it's an engagement thing, but I think they're in a tough spot with him as well for sure. But we're definitely off him, by the way.
Who were the suitors when that deal was given to him? Who were the potential suitors that could take him if if they didn't give that deal? Do you guys remember?
Who had cap?
I don't know. I don't keep up with Jaren Jackson's free agency options.
I think he was always going to sign the deal.
I did too.
And I think Brooklyn and Detroit maybe had the most cap at that time.
I'm curious, like now that money is tied up with him, and so they have Josh's contract and Jaren's contract, both of which Josh pretty much 1 foot out the door already, and then Jaren is Jaren.
He just signed an extension. Zach Edey's on his rook deal.
Yeah,
Howard is on his rook deal. Wells is on his rook deal. Brandon Clark, I think he's on a 1-year deal, if I'm not mistaken. They're not really paying a lot of other guys except KCP, and that's not really working out as well. And I think he comes off the books after this year. But how far have the mighty fallen? Just 3 short seasons ago, I'm fine in the West. This team was looking like, they could be a contender moving forward. We go from that to, it looked like we was getting married 3 years ago. Now we can't even be in the same room with each other. Like this thing broke up like that.
It all started when they traded Dillon Brooks. They scapegoated
The
Dillon
league
Brooks.
moves on fast, man.
It does, Mars. I think that I undersell how quickly the league moves on and how quickly the game is moving on. And guys like John Morant, Trae Young, even though he's a primary distributor and a damn good one, by the way, and can score, I mean, they're becoming obsolete because the guards are getting bigger. Your ability to make jump shots needs to be more consistent. We can't survive on you being an okay jump shooter. We can't survive on you being an okay bucket getter. No. You need to be able to score and distribute at a high level, and you need to be able to continuously do it. Ja told us, well, you told me to stop going to the rim because I'm not going to last long. Yeah, but we also told you that you need to knock down an open shot too, and you need to do that consistently. And he does not do it. He doesn't. So, I mean, I think we're in a different space with this Memphis team, and I wish that Mars, I can tell you that there's something positive that I could say about Jaren Jackson, but I really don't have anything. This team just looks like they are in disarray, and I don't know what they're doing offensively. I don't know what happened to G.G. Jackson, who I was really high on. I mean, I don't know what to do with this group. I don't.
Cedric is really good. Their rookie.
Cedric Coward is really good.
He is.
He's really good.
But the problem is you're not selling.
He might second him rookie of the year right now.
Yeah, agree. But the problem is you're not selling now Jaren Jackson Jr. or Ja Morant at their highest trade value. Like you're going to get pennies on the dollars for guys that once, a defensive player of the year and a guy that's a multi-time All-Star. So it's a really bad situation to be in when you sell that low.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
if I'm not mistaken, I think Memphis has dropped like 6 of their last 7 or something crazy like that.
Yeah, they can't beat teams that don't suck.
the
Wolves have a similar problem as well, but we're gonna.
I'm looking at it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've lost 9 of their last 10.
Yeah, because they played against teams that don't suck.
The
one win. Oh, guess what? The Dallas Mavericks. Every team they play that doesn't suck, they lose. The Spurs, the Cavs, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Pistons, the Raptors, the Lakers. They beat the Suns on a game winner. Then they lost to the Warriors. They beat the Pacers, who suck. They lost to the Heat, and then they beat the Pelicans, who suck.
They're getting smoked too, by the way, Mars.
Yeah, they beat bad teams. So shout out to them. They're not the worst team in the league. They're just like the worst of the teams that aren't trying to suck. Other than New Orleans, but I don't know what New Orleans actually got going on. But yeah, they can't beat
I don't
teams.
know what
that
y'all
don't
doing down there.
Yeah, New
can't beat
Orleans is
teams
a
that
house on fire.
Yeah, them and Minnesota have the same problem, but
Yeah.
Minnesota's had an easier schedule, so they're 9-5.
It's the player choice way. Yeah, them boys don't get it started. The player choice way. You're the player choice way. Come and switch lanes into the player choice way.